And there it is. So I just thought it'd be funny if I made a bot that just responds to people's tweet by just automatically mocking them with this SpongeBob meme. Also, I think most of my fans are like high school students, so I want to make this very simple so that like anyone watching can follow, or you can tweak it up, make your own bot. All right, so first thing you're gonna do is just like make a folder. I think I'll troll Donald Trump just because he's like the most trendy person to talk about right now, and for no reason besides that. I'll just call it like Trump. Okay, now make a file. So you just like touch. I'm using Python, by the way, so I'll just do like, oh, it's still on my desktop. All right, you know what? We can drag it. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a function that takes in a normal line of code and returns like SpongeBob code. That's what I'm gonna call it, SpongeBob code. For example, if you just get a string like, hello, how are you? It'll just return like, I don't know, something like that. I don't really think there's a pattern to it. I think you literally just capitalize random letters. I think that's the point of it. So the easiest way I can think of doing that is just iterate through the original string and at random decide if you want to capitalize the letter or not. So I'm just going to do import random. So I'm going to create a function called memify. Sounds appropriate. Takes in the original text. R equals random.randint from 0 to 1. Which should give us at random either a 0 or a 1. So if we can just say that if it's 0, then it'll capitalize it, and if it's 1, it'll not capitalize it. The reason I'm using an array and not a string, because you can concatenate to a string, but strings are actually immutable. So really when you do that, it just creates a new string and assigns it to the original string. Whereas an array, you're appending to the end in constant time, and you can just bring it together at once near the end. It's more efficient that way, I think. Don't quote me. So for C in text, it just iterates through every character in the text. If r equals 1, we can just do if r. That means if r equals anything besides 0. We'll just append to the array character.upper, else append character.lower. Probably the simplest piece of code you could write as a human being. There it is. And at the end, you just kind of return the array, but you're joining each individual element with the empty string. So basically, it just turns it into a string. All right, let's test it out. So we can say that it's gonna print the memeified version of hello, my name is Tren Black. I am the Greek god of computer science. So first you go to your folder, python trump.py, and there it is. There it is. Just randomly capitalized characters. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, you know what could be even funnier than this? What if it took the last like however amount of letters and replaced it with like okay boomer instead to make it like even more of a mock? And that's a little more trendy of a meme because this SpongeBob meme is a little outdated. Our word switches to index for I in. We're gonna go through the range. It should go from 0 to the length of text minus the length of B, which would mean that like the length of text has to be larger than the length of B. C can just become text at index I. And then at the end, we kind of just add B to it. Would that work? Let's see. Boomer, wait. Boomer. Honestly, this is exactly what I expected, but I'm still kind of offended. Like, this is so good. This is perfect. Okay. All right, now we have our function that memifies things. So now I have to like register an app with the Twitter API, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's just fill all this shit out. Describe how you plan to use Twitter data. 200 characters? Isn't the point of Twitter, it's like supposed to be short. Now they're trying to make it long. All right, here we go. Awesome. Okay, my account is pending. I don't know what to do about that. I ended up just using a different account that I've made a while ago on Twitter, and that one instantly accepted the request. But I found this like library called Tweepy. I think it just wraps the Twitter API, so it's a lot easier to use. So I'm gonna use that. So what you're gonna do is go here. Actually, you gotta open up your command prompt, and you gotta do, I think pip install Tweepy, but I already installed it, so I'm not gonna install it again. So what I'm gonna do is just import Tweepy here. Alright, so now you have to actually like authenticate, because when you make requests, it needs to come from a authenticated user, right? Alright, so what you're gonna want to put here is you're just gonna want to put access keys. You're gonna put the secret key, and then here you just want to put the secret token and stuff. So where you find that is once you come to your app on the Twitter thing, well, once your app gets approved, you just click on the keys and tokens, and it's going to show you all of this information. So I'm not going to show you guys the keys in app on my side because that's like secret information. I should probably save it to a text file and then read it in my script, but I'm super lazy. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to do it way up here. Make sure you never do what I just did in like production code. It's the worst thing ever. So we have our API. So let's test it out. Okay, so here's my Twitter account. I'm following one person, Kanye West. The first thing, let's try and just like get our feed and see what that's like. So we should be able to just do tweets equals API dot, I think, home timeline. There it is. So if you want to print every tweet, you can just say for tweet in tweets, and you can just print tweet.text. So if we try that out, we just do python trump.py. And there it is. These are Kanye West tweets. Wait, is Kanye literally tweeting about the Trump hat? Oh my God, he is. Kanye. Let's say we want to create our own tweet. How do we do that? If we just do API.update status, hey, it's trend. So we just made our first tweet using this API. Oh wait, is this where you can change your device? Because over here, usually it says iPhone or Android, but some people have like Versace refrigerator. And I was always wondering, how do they customize their device like that? Is this literally how you do it? All right, pro tip, guys. If you guys are following along at home, make sure you name your app like Balenciaga calculator or something. So it says that over here. Okay, so how do we get like tweets from a specific user? You just type this. What this does is it actually gives us the tweets from a specific user, whereas before we were kind of just grabbing them from our timeline. But this is literally going to Kanye West's Twitter page and getting the tweets from there. Now, if we want to access one of his tweets, for example, the first tweet or the most recent tweet right here, in the list of tweets, it'd be tweet 0, right? So we can say that the first tweet equals tweets of 0 and print first tweet dot text. Yay, and Dr. Dre is King Part 2 coming soon. So if we want to respond to a specific tweet, what you do is API.update status. So first, in the first parameter, you're gonna put in the text, and the second parameter, you're gonna put in the ID to the tweet. So this would just be first tweet dot ID. For the text, make sure you start off with the @ and then the username of the person. So it'd be @Kanye West. And then just tweet type anything you want. So like very cool Kanye. So if we run that, very cool Kanye, in response to this. All right, so now we've responded to that with very cool Kanye. Awesome. So to respond to a tweet with media, you just do API.update with media. And now the first parameter becomes the file name. So I'm just gonna download a picture of like a cat or something, I don't know. So put the picture in the file with the code, run it like that. All right, cool. Now, as you can see, we just responded to Kanye with this picture. All we have to do is get Donald Trump's tweets, respond with a picture, but for the text over here, we just need to replace it with our own memeified text. So you just get Donald Trump's screen name. Now, one thing I want to say here is that a lot of times this will also respond to retweets, but I don't want to respond to a retweet. I only want to respond if it's something that he specifically tweeted. Now, the way you can tell it's a retweet that I've seen, there's probably a better way to do it, but what I can see is the first 2 characters are RT. So we can literally just do something like this. So now we know it's not a retweet. So we're just going to paste this into here. All right. Now, what we're going to do here is this string right here. We're going to put in a custom string. So we're going to do .format. And whatever we put in here is what goes into here. So we're just going to do the memeified version. I also don't want to use the cat image. I want to use a custom image. So I'm just going to draw an image of SpongeBob. Draw a Donald Trumpy image of SpongeBob with my new MacBook Pro 12.9 inch that I bought on Craigslist from a crackhead. A literal crackhead for like way under price. If you guys want to know that story, leave a comment. And I think that's a keeper. All right, let me just transfer this to my laptop. I'm just gonna rename that to like art or something. All right, let's test that out. Is it working? And there it is. Is it updating still? Yep. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. All right, so I guess that's it. So yeah, if you want to run this on like one of your friends where you will just like mock them like that with all this, that's how you do it. Here is, there's definitely a lot of improvements. I mean, this code is absolutely terrible, I'm sure. Like, I just throw it on a whim. There's many ways you guys can improve this, and if you guys do end up doing something with it, I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. So leave a comment, tell me what you want to do with this. If you guys want me to make more videos of me like creating stupid bots, like just useless funny bots like this, then leave a comment to say like make more videos like this. But yeah, otherwise subscribe, like this video, seriously, like this video. I've noticed my like percentage is low, so like the fucking video. I'll see you guys next time.